once you've checked in with the security guard, you walk up to the machine and you scan your ID. It verifies that you were already checked in up front, and it allows you to have access to the machine.
So who registers your ID? Someone has to do it manually? Okay.
Yeah, security, that's the law in California. The security guard has to check your ID.
This is James. He's the co-founder and co-CEO of a tech startup.
It breaks down the information on the product. It tells you about THC, CBD, things like that. I can add it to my cart, cash in. Like you want.
Why so low?
It's for people that are in wheelchairs. Yeah, it's for people in wheelchairs. They have to meet the ADA requirements for them. Just like that. Cannabis in seconds.
Everywhere I look around the US, I see CBD is for sale. In an industry he thinks could be worth billions of dollars one day.
Less than about 30 square inches, you can see 4 customers at one time, and then from a standpoint from labor, you only really need one person to manage any one of these machines, or you could do it without a person.
He tells me the biggest value his startup has is the fact that multiple people can interact with the kiosk at the same time. With any startup, first you have to identify the problem.
Going into dispensaries and taking 30, 40 minutes just to see a bud tender. So he came up with the concept, loosely used red box for weed. We're going through COVID, it was a pandemic, people are less likely to want to, engage with other people right now. And then also from a timeline, this is bringing professionalism and technology to the industry that has been left behind from all the major tech companies like Amazon, all these companies. They can't sell cannabis because it's federally illegal. But right now in the States, there's a small opportunity for companies like ours to bring technology to the forefront that when federal legalization happens, because we all know it's going to, these could end up being in CVS's, Rite Aids, Ralph's, and at your local concert. When people smoke, they tend not to drink as much. Or when people are, looking at the pharmaceutical side, this has a lot of medical benefits being that it's cannabis. So those are trillion-dollar industries. We believe that cannabis could be $100 billion to $1 trillion industry a year because it's taking a lot of other people's customers. Being an entrepreneur is incredibly hard. You are constantly looking to raise money. You're constantly looking for new customers. You're constantly looking for media. You want attention. And cannabis is an exciting industry, but a lot of the big players in the VC space aren't interested yet because of the federal illegalness on a federal level. But we all know that's changing. 16 states are already recreational. 37, I believe, are medical. So things are rapidly changing in this world. And I think that as we start to go down this little rabbit hole, we're going to see more and more big players get involved. We could legitimately be a multi-billion-dollar company. When people say, hey, I'm the Uber of this or that, we think that we could be the Amazon of cannabis, where you could pretty much purchase anything from our dispensaries. I think the biggest challenge really is in this industry is legitimizing it. There's a lot of people that are coming in that want to legitimize it and want to be a part of that, transformation. And it's hard because there's not a lot of support from the legal avenues like, banks and things like that. And we feel like what we're doing is we're documenting transactions, we're building complex back-end management systems for dispensaries, and that's part of legitimizing the industry. You have to be able to have all your taxes sent to the state every month, track the sale from the plant is planted in the ground and the plant grows to the time it's sold out of a machine. That's part of legitimizing the industry, and that's what we're all about.